In the previous part, we explored the basics of sound and its significance in podcasting. Now that you have a foundational understanding of sound, it's time to delve into the tools and techniques that will help you capture high-quality audio. We'll start by focusing on the different types of microphones, which are essential for achieving clear and professional sound recordings. Podcasting doesn't require an elaborate setup, but investing in the right equipment can make a significant difference in the quality of your recordings. While it's possible to start a podcast with just a smartphone, the limitations of built-in microphones and other basic tools quickly become apparent as you strive for higher quality. Professional sounding podcasts rely on equipment that captures clear, detailed audio with minimal background noise and distortion. To help you make informed decisions, we'll start by discussing the different types of microphones available, including their strengths and weaknesses. After that, we'll dive into the specifics of the microphones built into smartphones, exploring how to get the best possible sound from them when other options aren't available. The history of the microphone traces back to Johann Philipp Reis, a German inventor who in 1861 created a device he called the telephone. Reis's device could transmit musical tones and rudimentary speech by converting sound waves into electrical signals through a vibrating membrane. Also, his invention was not fully successful in transmitting clear speech. It laid the foundation for future developments in sound transmission technology. Reis's work directly influenced the invention of the first practical microphone. In 1877, Emil Berliner developed the carbon microphone, which used carbon granules to modulate electrical signals in response to sound waves. This innovation was a significant improvement over Reis's earlier work and became crucial in the effective transmission of speech, leading to the widespread use of the telephones and the evolution of audio technology. The first microphones, such as the carbon microphone invented by Thomas Edison and Emil Berliner in the late 19th century, operates using a simple yet effective mechanism. These early microphones consisted of a diaphragm, a thin, flexible membrane placed close to a container filled with carbon granules. When sound waves hit the diaphragm, it vibrates, causing the pressure on the carbon granules to change. This variation in pressure altered the electrical resistance of the carbon, modulating the flow of an electric current passing through the granules. The changes in current corresponded to the sound waves, allowing the sound to be transmitted as an electrical signal. This basic principle, using the diaphragm to convert sound waves into electrical signal, laid the groundwork for all subsequent microphone designs, despite the fact that modern microphones use more advanced technology for increased sensitivity and fidelity. The simplicity and reliability of the carbon microphone made it a staple in early telephony and broadcasting. There are various types of microphones, each suited to different environment and recording needs. The right microphone for your setup will depend on several factors, including your recording environment, budget, and the specific sound you want to achieve. First of all, we need to understand what is a polar pattern. A polar pattern defines how much of the signal will be picked up by the microphone from different directions. It essentially describes how a microphone hears sound in a 360-degree space around the microphone capsule. Importance of polar patterns. By selecting the right polar pattern, you can avoid unwanted sound sources bleeding into your signal. Adjust the mix between direct dry sound and ambient room sound. Change the frequency response and influence the proximity effect, which affects the bass response of your recordings. There are different types of polar patterns. We will define the overall term first, then get in the specifics of each pattern type. Microphone polar patterns characteristics. First of all, three-dimensional space. Second, originates from the microphone capsule. And third, comes in different shapes. To read the polar pattern chart, visualize the microphone diaphragm positioned along the horizontal line of the chart, with the front of the microphone facing the top of the circle and the back facing the bottom. Each line radiating outwards represents a 30-degree angle away from the on-axis direction, which is the point where the microphone picks up sound most directly. The circles expanding outward from the center indicate different sensitivity levels, usually in 5 decibels increments, showing how the microphone responds to the sounds coming from the various angles. The bold line will show the area where the microphone will capture sound optimally. By understanding the chart, you can determine how the microphone will behave in different environments and how it will pick up sound from various directions, helping you select the right microphone and position it correctly for your specific recording needs. We'll return to topic of polar pattern later, but for now let's move on the different types of microphones based on their operating principles. Dynamic microphones operate using electromagnetic induction, where sound waves move a coil within a magnetic field to generate an audio signal. They are known for their durability and versatility, making them ideal for environments with suboptimal acoustics. These microphones are commonly used in live sound settings and podcasting, especially in untreated rooms. Pros: dynamic microphones are affordable, durable, and do not require external power. They are resistant to moisture and rough handling, focusing on the sound directly in front of them and minimizing ambient noise. Cons: dynamic microphones have lower sensitivity to high frequencies, resulting in a warmer, less detailed sound compared to condenser microphones. We will cover that microphones later. This can be a disadvantage if a crisp, bright sound is desired, but can help mask minor recording imperfections. Dynamic microphones are suitable for general recording, live streaming, voice chat, interviews, and handling high-volume sound without distortion.
Microphone, a device that converts voice into electrical signals. Microphones are of two major types: the dynamic microphones and the condenser microphones. In this video, we will talk about the dynamic one. Here is a dynamic microphone. Let's see how it works. Dynamic microphone uses the phenomenon of electromagnetism to convert sound waves into electrical signals. Let's take a look at the components of a dynamic microphone. Windscreen, the outer cover. You speak or sing into the windscreen portion of the microphone. The body. And the capsule, where vibrations caused by hitting of sound waves converted into electrical signals. Capsule further consists of three main components. The diaphragm, that collects sounds. It is same like the human eardrum. The coil, a small piece of wire attached to the diaphragm. Magnet, it produces a magnetic field for the coil. Let's see how these parts actually works. The sound waves strike the diaphragm, causing it to vibrate. Vibration rapidly moves the coil surrounded by the magnet. Consequently, the motion of coil in a magnetic field transforms the sound waves into electrical signals that are then transmitted to the speaker.
Condenser microphones are known for their sensitivity and accuracy. Unlike dynamic microphones, condenser mics use a capacitor to convert sound waves into an audio signal, which allows them to capture more detail and nuance. This makes them ideal for studio environments where capturing the full range of the human voice is essential. However, their sensitivity also means that they are more vulnerable to picking up background noise, so they perform best in controlled, quiet environments. Pros: condenser microphones have a high sensitivity and a broad frequency response, capturing more detail and a fuller sound. They are particularly adept at capturing the subtleties of the human voice, making them the preferred choice for professional studio recordings. Cons: due to their sensitivity, condenser microphones are more prone to picking up background noise, making them less suitable for noisy environments. They also require external power, or we call it phantom power, usually provided by an audio interface or mixer through phantom power. So condenser microphones quite popular in the podcasting community. Ribbon microphones are less common but valued for their unique, mellow sound, making them ideal for specific genres of music and studio recordings. They work by using a thin metal ribbon to convert sound vibrations into an electrical signal, typically featuring a figure-8 polar pattern, and this polar pattern we will cover the next chapter. Ribbon mics excel at the capturing the natural warmth of vocals and acoustic instruments, and they are often used in studio settings for recording chores, bands, and softer musical genres. Pros: ribbon microphones produce a warm, natural sound with excellent detail in the mid and high frequencies. They are especially good at capturing the subtle nuances of vocals and acoustic instruments. Ribbon mics are also highly directional, reducing the pickup of unwanted room noise from the side. Cons: these microphones are fragile and require careful handling to avoid damage, particularly to the delicate ribbon element. They are less durable than dynamic or condenser microphones and generally need more care in their use. Additionally, they often require a high-quality preamp to perform optimally due to their lower output levels. The microphones in smartphones are typically small, built-in electret condenser microphones. These microphones are designed to capture clear audio for calls and voice recordings, focusing on speech frequencies. They operate using a diaphragm that responds to sound waves, creating an electrical signal that is processed by the smartphone. Pros: convenient and always accessible. Smartphone microphones are optimized for voice clarity and can perform well in quiet environments. They are also designed to filter out background noise during calls. Cons: smartphone microphones have limited sensitivity and range, making them less suitable for capturing high-quality audio in noisy or complex acoustic environments. They often lack the depth and detail found in dedicated external microphones, leading to flatter, less dynamic recordings. About improving sound of smartphone recordings, yes. To enhance the quality when using a smartphone, consider using an external microphone that connects via the headphone jack or USB lighting port. Additionally, recording in a quiet, controlled environment and using apps that allow manual adjustments of recording settings. All of this can significantly improve the final sound quality. To wrap things up, I encourage you to watch this video to reinforce what we've covered. We'll dive even deeper in the fascinating world of the podcasting in our next session.
Are you having trouble picking the best microphone for your sound? Or do you want to know the 4 different types of microphones? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Beats, and I am here to help. And welcome to my new studio, Rainio Music. And today I'm going to discuss with you guys the 4 types of microphones and a few characteristics about them. What is up, guys? And if you see these beautiful creatures in front of me, these are the 3 of the 4 types of microphones that I actually own. And today I'm going to discuss with you guys the 4 types of microphones and a few characteristics about them. But before we get started, if you guys are interested in anything that you've seen at my home project studio or my recording studio, Rainio Music, please click below because I am an Amazon influencer and I have everything listed on there below. And I have other gear that could possibly help you on your creative journey. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss another video. The first microphone I'm talking about today is the dynamic microphone. That's the first type of microphone. This microphone is pretty much the workhorse of the industry. It's very heavy duty. It's the least expensive out of these microphones, and they're absolutely wonderful on vocals and acoustic instruments, including guitars. Also, the dynamic microphone can handle a high SPL, which is sound pressure level. That's why you see a lot of the times your dynamic microphones are used in live performance more than the condenser microphones. This microphone can fall and hit the floor and they still will last. You can just throw them in a case behind the stage. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm telling you guys, the Shure SM57, you can just literally hammer nails with those. And this right here is the D88S made by AKG. They're discontinued, but this microphone I've had for a long time and it's absolutely great for what it does. Live performances and vocals. The next microphone, as you can see, is the large diaphragm condenser microphone. I use this microphone more than any microphone that I own because it captures a lot. It's very sensitive. Any type of condenser microphone, you're going to get more details in the recording because it's a highly sensitive microphone. And the reason why these microphones are called condenser microphones is because that condenser word is known as the capacitor in this microphone. It actually converts an acoustic vibration, guys, into an electrical signal. In order to do this, it needs a power source of 48 volts, which you guys know as phantom power. When you initiate the phantom power, this microphone works and it does what it's supposed to do, which is give you some great, awesome, very high detail recording. This microphone here is my Norman U87. And the next thing about large condenser microphones, they are versatile. If you have one, most likely it's going to pretty much work on everything you bring into that studio versus the dynamic microphone. The next microphone you see is the small diaphragm condenser microphone. This microphone is small, but it does pretty much what the large diaphragm condenser microphone does. Although a lot of them are omnidirectional and they have different polar patterns, they still kind of have that focused sound that I use for particular things. These microphones are really great in pairs. You can use them for stereo applications, which is really dope. And also you can use them for vocals, like including this blue right here, my Blue Amber. This microphone is great for podcast vocals and string instruments. Just because it's small doesn't mean it doesn't pack a punch, because it definitely does. And the last microphone, I actually don't own this microphone. I love them, especially the Royer, is known as the ribbon microphone. And you guys are like, why is it called a ribbon microphone? Exactly that. It has a ribbon of electrical conductor material inside of it. And back in the days, these microphones used to be really sensitive. They would actually break if you put a high SPL sound pressure level into it, which aka volume, screaming into the microphone. They were very, very sensitive and they could break easy. A lot of people really didn't buy into them like that, but they are really awesome sounding microphones. The ribbon microphone is really known for its vintage and warm tone, just like a tube microphone, but it's a slightly different sound. So I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to know my favorite out of the pack, is I am a fan of the large condenser microphone because you can do so much with these microphones. They're very versatile and you don't have to have a lot of different kind of microphones. You have one really good condenser microphone, which I really do love. And I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. I just really want to help you guys on your creative journey and do as much as I possibly can. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss another video. Be sure to like it and comment your favorite microphone below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Archie Beats. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. You guys are absolutely awesome. This is your boy Archie Beats, and I'm signing off.
Recap questions. What is a pollen pattern and why is it important in selecting the right microphone for your podcast setup? How do dynamic microphones operate and what are their advantages and disadvantages for podcasting? Third question. What makes condenser microphones ideal for studio environments and why are some challenges associated with using them? What are ribbon microphones known for and why might they be less commonly used in podcasting setups? Fifth question. How can the audio quality of the smartphone microphone be improved for podcasting purposes? Thank you for your attention. See you in the next lecture. Bye-bye.